A package has arrived. I want you all to welcome this absolutely disgusting iBook G3. This thing almost has 64 megabytes of RAM and 10 gigabytes of hard drive. This computer is 25 years old and it still looks cool, and it's built like a tank, like it's so sturdy, and just look at that rock solid hinge. God. So this thing has a latch, just like any other laptop from this time period. But this one is invisible, you can't see it, because it's activated by magnets! Magnets! I'm just hyping this up because I think it's a cool laptop, and it's the first thing I've had that lets me experience classic macOS, which so far I've never tried. So, here we go. What is that sound? Oh, that's the hard drive. And even better yet, the CD tray doesn't open. Do I really have to stick a thing in to forcefully eject it? Anyways, here comes macOS 9. If you hold Option while booting a Mac, it will show up the boot selector, and oh my god, is that a penguin? Somehow the hard drive has come back to life, and oh my god, it is really booting. Ladies and gentlemen, Ubuntu 10.04 for PowerPC. And yep, that's the GNOME 2 desktop. And it is unironically slow. It takes a good 5 seconds to load bash. The Ubuntu sound scared me. Oh my god, why that droplet sound is still there. Anyways, let's put this thing to rest. What the f was that? Okay, let's select the CD. Well, when it wants to. And we get the Happy Mac. And here we are booting into macOS Live CD. Yup, exactly. Just like you can do with modern Linux. And unlike with macOS 10, you can boot a fully functional operating system from live media. Now, I'll be honest, I have never used classic macOS. I just know that you have to go to utilities, and instead of disk utility, use drive setup. If you click to initialize a drive, you can actually set up your partitions, and apparently there's layouts for Linux and like AUX, which is Apple's like weird Unix thing. Yeah, Apple made a Unix in the 80s and it flopped hard. You should watch this guy's video, it's very good. I'll leave it in the description. Anyways, today it's not for Unix, so HFS+. And I'll open the macOS installer with this guy playing hopscotch. By the way, I have no idea why there are two installers. One says macOS install and the other install macOS, I don't know. And macOS 9 only wants 263 megabytes. That's very small. Windows XP takes like 1.5 gigs. Important information, go away. And we're installing. I mean, this is from a CD, so it's gonna take a while. Optical media, fine. About 10 minutes later, it finished and there are things on the desktop now. By the way, I just noticed... What the hell is this alert sound? So, let's reboot. Interestingly, some of the core components of this operating system are based on extensions, which slow it in at the bottom of the loading screen. And here we have it, and the setup assistant opens up. And interestingly, it doesn't like block you from using the rest of the computer. I don't think it's actually necessary. And of course we got the network time error because this battery is f***ing dead. And I still can't get the disk to eject, so I'm just gonna drag it to the trash. By the way, since current Macs don't have an eject button, that is still the way you eject CDs. Okay, setup assistant. Regional formats. Really? Only 5 options? I think this is an American thing, I don't know. What is your name? What do you need to know? Oh, you don't ask me for a product key? Oh wait, this is not Windows. Is it worth it telling you the date? The battery is dead anyways. Geographic location. There's no Barcelona, only Madrid. Jo vull Barcelona, me cago en Déu. Simple Finder. Apparently this disables features of the Finder to make it easy to use. Right, that's meant for a password, and oh my god, it doesn't censor it? And it has to be shorter than 8 characters? Really? And okay, we're done with the setup assistant, but it wants me to set up internet access, but I'm just not gonna do that. And well, we are set up. This is macOS 9. Oh god. Let's just detect the battery. Does this actually work? Oh my god, it works! The battery works, it's gonna last for 0 minutes. So nowadays macOS is like this. You have the apps at the bottom and the status icons at the top. Instead, macOS 9 has this control strip with way too many icons. So we have an icon for Apple Talk, which was their networking stack before TCP/IP and Ethernet. Next we have the CD player, and notice how autoplay is checked by default. It would just automatically play your music with no obvious indicator, and people hated that. Next we have the energy saver, where you can change the processor speed and sleep the system. File sharing, which I thought this system was too unstable to use as a server. Keychain, which is still like the password credential manager thing. Location manager, which I have no idea what it is. I think it's for modems. Then we have some monitor settings, which was necessary for some games. I'm gonna lower it a bit just for people watching on phones. The printer icon doesn't do anything, probably because I have no printers. the QuickTime button, and wow, that's a lot of probably dead websites. Remote access, nope, fucking clue. Volume, we all know how that works. Sound and microphone settings. Speech control, I don't know. And is that a dog? Oh, web sharing. I'm sure, dude. And you can like collapse and change the length of the control strip. I don't know what else. Apple menu. Oh, this is actually useful stuff. The one we have now is fucking useless. I mean, look at this. We have speakable items.
No email address was specified in the Internet Preferences file.
I wonder if Siri can do this. Insert my email address.
You can do that in the Contacts app.
Fuck off. What is my email address?
Here's some info about email address.
You missed. What is my email address? You piece of garbage.
Your email address is on
I think you're supposed to be able to talk to your computer to do these options. Control panels, like in Windows. Oh, there's a lot of options. Wait, there's an option to disable mass acceleration? Do you know it took Apple 12 years for them to add this back in Sonoma? Oh look, the system profiler. Wait, 320 megs? This thing was upgraded. We can actually run macOS 10 on this. Thank God it's not 64 megs. Alright, let's do the hard drive because I have no idea what comes with macOS 9. The applications folder doesn't have a lot of stuff, mostly obsolete internet stuff and like utilities. Security! Apple File Security and Apple Verifier. I don't know. Utilities. It's mostly just disk stuff. Let's see Apple Extras. The only interesting thing here is Java. This thing has built-in Java. Simple sound. Oh, it's alert sounds.
Uh-oh.
Okay, at this point I started to look for more things to mess with, and I found this spring-loaded folders thing. Now, it took a while for me to get the hang of it, but if you press Ctrl and click, you can hover over the folders and quickly navigate through them. And then when you release, all of the other windows automatically close. And consider that macOS 9 just has a million folders and all of them open in different windows. I also saw that there's like a million color themes, which are apparently supposed to synchronize with what color Mac you have if you had one of those colorful iMacs. And apparently you could install cool themes. You could also enable sound effects. Oh, also QuickTime. I see at macOS used to look very cartoony. And it was oddly customizable, which is weird nowadays. So this hot function keys thing, like you could assign scripts and applications to every F key. This with AppleScript, like you could make your own macros with this. Oh, and check this out. I just set the brightness and now it doesn't go away. You're gonna see this for the rest of the video. I'm not kidding. Also, I see that there's no way to change your modifier key, so it's gonna be kind of weird to use a PC keyboard. On a Mac, you use the command key, which on the PC keyboard maps to the Windows key, which is kind of awkward to use. But you can just go to settings and change what the keys do. And I don't know, like swap the keys around on the keyboard. On macOS 9, you just cannot do that. So you can hide the desktop icons, which you couldn't do again since macOS Ventura. Oh, and there's this thing called the launcher, which I think works like the dock, but it's like a window. It's very weird. I still don't know what remote access is. Oh, and I stumbled across a file sharing thing, which again, I thought this operating system was too unstable to trust with a file server. I also found the extensions manager, which I think works like for drivers and background processes and that stuff. Also, you can change the startup items, which current macOS has always had, but until Ventura, you couldn't change what application started at launch. Calculator. Oh my god, it's a 1984 calculator. I noticed that a lot of things like the extensions, the Apple menu items, the appearance themes, the control strip buttons, they're all just folders, so you can change and move stuff and add things to them very easily. Oh, and also the scrapbook, which was I think like a clipboard. And this thing supports 3D objects. Yeah, really. You know what, I'm gonna try to get one of these files with a flash drive. Well, I tried, but it only lets me copy photos of it. Ugh, that is creepy. I let the computer go to sleep and... I mean, it takes a while. It takes a... Oh, control strip. Oh, it's still loading. Okay, unironically 3 minutes for it to exit sleep. Nope. Your computer did not shut down properly. No shit. Anyway, so that's pretty much it for macOS 9. It has a lot of cool ideas, mostly pretty obsolete, but still good ideas. Some of them could be on current macOS. Although you can tell the operating system is old, very old. If you have any suggestions for what software or what games should I install on this computer, definitely leave a comment and I'll do a second video about this. So thanks for watching, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.